Kia ora, my name's Mel. I am beginning this vlogging journey. I keep thinking that I will wait until I have done my hair, put makeup on, got my shit together basically, before I start writing this, but I have decided if I wait for that, it's never going to happen. So here we are. So I'm Mel. I'm a midwife. I live in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and I'm about to go on my first trip to Alaska. So it's been a bit of a bucket list for my husband and I. Oh, that reflection, that's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem for all of my videos, seeing the reflection of my camera, of my phone in my face. But we're just going to go with it, guys. We're just going to deal with the fact that I've got reflections in my glasses, because otherwise I can't really see you guys. So, yeah, I'm a midwife from New Zealand. My husband and I are going on our first Alaskan cruise, and we have watched a shit ton of cruise videos over the last almost year. And the thing that we found is, whilst informative, they were quite dry. So we decided that we would like to put our own spin on Alaska. And I do like to talk. Anyone who knows me knows that I love a good yarn. So yeah, that's what we've decided to do. So in 2 weeks, I'm heading off. Initially, I'm heading off on my own. I've booked a writing retreat in sort of, I guess you would call it remote Alaska. So I fly into Anchorage, and then it's about, I think Cordova is about an hour from Anchorage on a plane. There's no roads into this little town. Have to fly in. It's predominantly, most of the towns in Alaska are like fishing villages. And so like there'll be lots of fly in, fly out workers flying with me on my plane to my little town I'm going to. So, yeah, some of you will know I've been writing a book. I've been writing a book for a really long time, but I'm getting serious about it now. So I've decided to go on this writer's retreat. There is a writer called Cheryl Strayed who wrote the book Wild, mostly about, it's a memoir about her walking the Pacific Coast Trail on the west coast of America. And yeah, I don't know, her writing style really resonated with me, and I decided that when I saw her retreat offering, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go. And when I told my husband that I wanted to go, he was like, great, I'm also going to come, and we're going to do a cruise afterwards. So he actually flies up at the end of my retreat and meets me in Anchorage for the cruise. So I will spend a week in Cordova. I'm really excited about it. It looks like a really cool vibe. There's an amazing festival on the weekend of the retreat called Salmon Jam. There's live music. I assume there'll be salmon. And yeah, I'm just really excited to get to experience a little bit of Alaska, sort of away from the commercial tourism. So I'll do that, and then I fly back into Anchorage and meet up with Gaz, and then we're actually doing a land portion of our tour first. So we get on a bus. I don't know how many hours we drive for, probably 8 or 9. It looks very small on the map, but I feel like that is not an indication of very much at all. So I really want to stop my hands from flapping around. You don't need to see my big hand up close. Sorry about that. I'm sure I'll figure out the technology stuff as we go along. Bear with me, because technology is not my strong suit. And so we go to Talkeetna and spend a bit of time there, which I think is the little town that Northern Exposure was actually based on. So I never really watched Northern Exposure, but I guess it's like a pop culture thing from my generation. So yeah, I'll take some photos for my friends who are mad Northern Exposure fans. And then next day we go up to Denali National Park, and we're actually doing an ATV tour. Because it's 24-hour sunlight in Alaska at the moment. It's summer. Doesn't mean the temperatures are very warm, but there will be 24-hour sun. So we're doing an ATV tour from like 9 p.m. till midnight. And then the following day we catch a little train down to Whittier. Now Whittier apparently started as like a port, a military port, in World War II. No, maybe World War One. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But it was a military port. And now it's sort of a port that serves fishermen, cruise ships, that sort of thing. But I think the most fascinating thing about Whittier is that most of the 200 people that live there all live in one apartment block. And it's like this big apartment block. And they all just live in the same place. So I'm like deeply fascinated by that and can't wait to have a little look and see what that looks like. And then we leave from Whittier on the cruise. We're going on the Westerdam with Holland America Line. And we go to Glacier Bay, Hubbard Glacier, Skagway, Ketchikan, and then we finish in Vancouver. So we thought, yeah, we would sort of take you along for the ride. A lot of the videos that we've watched, I mean, there's a lot of cruise videos, believe you me. My husband has subjected me to most of the internet about Alaskan cruises. And every night when I sit down on my couch, I think there can't be more to watch, and yet there is. So you probably will see more of me. My husband's a behind the scenes guy more so. He'll be the guy that feeds me all of the trivia that I tell you because he remembers facts really well, whereas I love to talk. So I am hoping that along the way he will give some really good cocktail reviews on board the ship, and also he loves a good craft beer. So I know that in lots of the little ports that we stop at, there'll be some really good craft breweries. So yeah, that's sort of where we're at. Yeah, I'm glad I finally just made the video. I'm just going to run with it. I'm not even going to edit this one. I'm just going to put it out there. It'll probably just be our friends and family watching initially, but I will share it with our retreat group, with my retreat group, and then with our, I've made like a little, of course I have, I've made a Facebook group for our cruise, and people are slowly starting to join that. So yeah, I'm just really excited. Never been on a cruise before. We'll see what happens. Thanks for coming along for the ride.